Hey guys, to the people who recently came new to this channel, I would like to show my appreciation to the people who subscribed to me and commented on my last video, as it really does motivate me to make more content. I also would like to give out an announcement that I have now made my own Discord server for anybody who wants to join, and the first 100 people to join will have an exclusive role in my server. I will be posting a link through my YouTube description, so go ahead and join it if you want to be a part of my videos or if you want to be inside of my games. Alright, so back to the video. Okay, so the first thing I want to go over with is gonna be generators, and I want to talk about how the money works on these type of generators. And so if you look over here, you can see that a basic generator gives about $1. Same thing with commons, where they give 3, 9, and so on, right? And so if I were to place down a common, you'll see that it is definitely way different than what it says over here. And I will carefully explain how and why that is a thing. Okay? So, just to point out something, there is this thing called multipliers, right? We all know what that is, obviously. So, if you check through this arrow right here and go through multiplier, you can see that you have a multiplier, right? It will tell you how much multiplier you have, and that will basically contribute to this drop. And not only that, there is also achievements where you can also gain bonuses for your generators, right? To basically help you grind a lot faster. And so right here, you can see that this gives out a 24% multiplier, and what that means is that it will actually multiply the total amount from this, like from, let's say, like 3 times 40, right? 3 times 40 is 120, and if I were to do 120 times 24%, it will actually give out 9.6, right? Just as an example, right? And if I were to try and do 9.6 times 120, it will actually give out about 1,000, I think. So yeah, that is actually how money works in this game for these generators. Like, I don't know if they're client-sided, but based on what I've seen from other people, you cannot really see how much money is on other people's generators. It will just show up the basic amount, but yeah. I've explained how multipliers work in this game and how money works on generators. I will now talk about how you can gain multipliers the best way possible. So, when it comes to getting multipliers, it actually requires you to grab these notes, and there will be a slight chance where you can gain multipliers, right? Like a multiplier gain, basically. So right now, my multiplier gain is 0.013. As you can see on the top right here, which I'm gonna edit inside of the video. And basically, every time you collect a generator, you have a chance to get multi, right? And that will contribute to this total amount. Okay, so now there's also this one thing called stack, right? And that is basically this white number inside of this corner of this drop note. This is called a drop note, by the way, so if you didn't know that now you know. Yeah, so this right here says 20x, right? And if I were to say, like, let's just say if I were to have 10,000 drop notes of this specific amount, it will actually increase my chances of gaining a multiplier gain, basically. And so what I'm trying to say here is that if you really want to grind multiplier gain, if you really want to grind multiplier, right? All you gotta do is just stack up to 10,000 or maybe 20,000 if your chances are very low, like mine's. Because the higher multiplier you have, right, where it says right here, the lower chance you will gain a multiplier. So Basically, the best way to get multiplier is to actually stack up to like a high number of, drop notes basically. So, I recommend you doing that if you Alright, now that I've explained how multiplier gain is achieved the best way possible, I do also want to mention that if you use magnets, magnets will actually not give you a better chance of multiplier gain because it's just constantly grabbing it, and your chances will be like literally 1 out of 60,000 or whatever if you're like not, you'll see what I mean. So commons right here, if I hover over it, for me it's like 250,000, which I have no way of getting it easily if I were to just constantly grab this. However, if you manage to get lucky somehow, you can, but I just don't recommend doing it this way because you'll barely get multiplier. But the only good side of this is that no one can steal your nuts, right? Because if you try stacking, people are gonna try and take your nuts. Unless you're solo and you're just building on your own, like in your own base, and you're just grinding, right? So that is actually the only exception that you have to worry about. Now that I've showed you how multipliers work and what is the best way to gain multiplier, I do actually have a fun fact that there is a possible chance where your generators will randomly gain 200 drop nuts. Or even 1,000, I think. But I'm not too sure. I think I have a footage right here, which I will show on screen right now. See X, which, oh my god. Did it just went up by 200? Okay. It was me when I was trying to record this video and I somehow got 200 out of nowhere. So yeah, there is actually a random chance where you can gain a lot of multiplier. There's actually a random chance where you can gain a lot of notes. Okay, so now that I've fully explained to you how multipliers work and how money works in this game, I hope you guys found this video very helpful to you and that you know something new. So I do also want to give out an announcement that I am currently hosting a couple giveaways in my own Discord server, so join the server if you want to participate. Also, this game is eventually gonna add building inside a private service that will save permanently, so I might consider making a building contest. So please join the Discord server if you really want to join them. And yeah, I appreciate you guys supporting me. I'll see you guys later in the next video. Peace.